So someone recently asked me, what's the difference between motivation and discipline? And that actually got me thinking about a concept that I recently came across. And I'm gonna break it down in this chart. And it's talking about how you can change your route of thinking. So if you want to create a faster result, you must change your route of thinking. And what do I mean by that? What do I mean when I say change your route of thinking? Well, most people, they're living from their past to create their future. I mean, to create their present. This puts their future on autopilot, and so then their future begins to look a lot like their present day. So every day begins to look the same, the same, the same, and that's actually like Groundhog Day, right? Instead of taking this route of thinking, which my daughter so elegantly called survival mode, because we was actually talking about this one night together as a family. From survival mode, we want to start thinking from our future, right? So we let our future determine our present actions, and then we let our present give meaning to our past, right? That's a star. You know how you always got a gold star in school when you did good? So that makes it our past special, right? So we go out of survival mode into creative mode. We play a lot of Minecraft in my household, as you can see. And my daughter said, Daddy, this reminds me of going from survival mode to creative mode, because we've created a different future for us by keeping that in mind. So this is why motivation fails. And so when I think of motivation, you know, when people act only from the state of motivation, it's usually to escape a current or a past situation. They're just looking to get over or get out of a certain struggle. Sometimes the struggle really doesn't hurt that bad, or it doesn't even have to hurt at all. You know, they could be comfortable with the results that they're currently experiencing, and then as soon as the motivation wears off, then they're back doing the same thing that feels comfortable or safe, and their future looks a lot like their present. So the things that are working in the past and that got them to their current position is working and it's comfortable, but their future is going to look the same because they're putting in the same inputs, right? Versus someone that is disciplined. So this is the motivation. When you're only working off of motivation, you're in survival mode. Motivation versus discipline. Let's put discipline down here to get to that creative mode. And when you're thinking from your future, more important than motivation is discipline. Because when you become disciplined, then you have a future you in mind. You have a person that if you hit all of your goals, then that's who you will become. So now with that clear view of the future, you begin to let that image determine your present actions, and you know what you need to do. You know the daily habits that you need to execute in order to become that next level or newer version of yourself. So even when that motivation wears off, it's the discipline that takes over your decision-making process to keep you moving forward. So we're going to let that motivation create your discipline, and then let your discipline create your results. And then you take your mind from survival mode to creative mode. So I hope that helps.